Hello, here is Lepo Neo ECG, a tablet-designed ECG machine, compact in size with low weight, color touch screen, easy to operate and carry. Supports synchronous acquisition and display of 9, 12, 15, 18 leads ECG waveform, as well as heart rate detection. Let's take a look at the device appearance. The front view. Here is the button of power on off. Power on indicator. DC power indicator. Battery indicator. Left view of the device. Network connector. USB connector. Microphone. Right view of the device. Patient cable connector. Rear view. Recorder base connector. Handle. Battery compartment cover lock. Battery compartment. Top view. DC power connector. Bottom view. Microphone. Camera. Speaker holes. Here is the appearance of the recorder base. The front view. Power on indicator. DC power indicator. Battery indicator. Print ready indicator. Device lock. Device connector. Rear view. Battery compartment. Left view. Recorder switch. Ventilation holes. Right view. Recorder paper compartment open button. Ventilation holes. Top view. DC power socket. Equipotential grounding terminal. Introduction of accessories. Thermal recorder paper. Chest electro. Limb electro. Patient cable. To install the battery of recorder base, following the step below, gently turn the base over and use a screwdriver to remove the fixing screws on the battery compartment cover. Connect the battery plug firmly to the socket on the base recorder, then insert the battery into the battery compartment. Close the battery compartment cover and tighten the fixing screws. Installing recording paper. The recorder base support width of 216 mm rolling thermal paper. The prompt area of device screen will display out of paper when there is no recording paper installed or running out of recording paper to remind user. To install recording paper by following steps below. Press the open button on the right side of recorder base to open the paper compartment. Remove the tape on the new recording paper. The out paper roller and insert it into the recording paper. Place the movable end of paper roller to the side near open button, and make sure the grid side of paper faces up. Pull the paper out from the paper outlet, close compartment. Connect the device to recorder base. Insert the 3-pin plug of power cable to an AC power socket. And insert the other side of the power cable to AC power connector on recorder base. Check whether the AC power indicator is on to ensure the power supply is properly. Find C1 to C6, install the suction ball in the same position in order. Pay attention to insert it to bottom. Find RA and LA, install the smaller limb electrodes to them. Find N or RF and F, install the bigger lower limb electrodes to them. Pay attention to insert to the bottom. Connect the patient cable to the patient cable connector of the device. And then tighten the knobs on both sides of the patient cable plug to secure it. Press power on button on the left side of recorder base to turn on recorder base. Press power on button of device for 2 to 3 seconds to turn on device. Setting before quick acquisition. Set sampling mode, default as real-time sampling and format, 12+1 and 6+2+1 etc. Speed is default. Click area of patient information on the main interface to enter the interface of editing. Input the information of patient required. Click OK to save it. Ask the patient to lie down comfortably and be relaxed. Remove the clothing from the patient where the electrode was placed. Clean the skin where the electrodes are placed with alcohol. Shave hair from electrode sites, if necessary. Excessive hair prevents a good connection. Limb electrodes should be placed on the upper part of the forearm wrist joint and the ankle joint inside the calf, avoiding the bones, and the electrode should be placed in close contact with the skin. R. Right arm. L. Left arm. N. Right leg. F. Left leg. Chest electrodes are placed in 6 spots in ordinary. Base on the gap between ribs. C1, on the 4th intercostal space at right border of sternum. C2, on the 4th intercostal space at left border of sternum. C3, midway between the C2 and C4 electrode positions. C4, on the 5th intercostal space at the left midclavicular line. C5, on the left anterior axillary line, horizontal with the C4 electrode position. C6, on the left midaxillary line, horizontal with the C4 electrode position. Click Start button in the middle of interface to acquire ECG data when ECG waveform is stable. Report will be print after ECG data acquired finish. Long press power button to switch off recorder base. Stop AC power supply. Speed and sensitivity setup, default is 10 and 25. Filter setup. EMG filter turn up to 45 Hz if there is static electricity in winter. Print setup. Switch save paper mode and quick mode. Set the name of medical institution. Click Setup. Click System Setup. Click Institution Name. Edit. Return. Print historical records. Click File. Select the patient. Click Print. Edit Diagnosis. Click File. Select the patient. Click Diagnosis. Edit Diagnosis Result. Click OK. Sampling Time Setup. Click Setup. Click Sampling Setup. Adjust corresponding time.